But verily, verily, I say unto thee, it is appointed for man to die once. It may not be soon, because I want you all to live long. That's my prayer. I pray for you all, that you will live long, that every promise of God in your life, that you will say you are children and you are children, that you will live your days in pleasure and your years in prosperity. That is the prayer I pray for each one of you. So while you may not have to die soon, and you fulfill all your days, but one day it's going to happen. But before that happens, however many years down the road, I have decided to not leave anything to chance. So I don't wait for my mind. There's a song we used to sing. We don't sing it anymore. I command my soul. Did we? Soul, soul. I command my feet. See, you fear yourself. When you command your feet and your feet cannot obey you, you are in trouble. That means you are not self-governed. There is chaos on your, because you are singing here, I command my hands to bless the Lord. But your hands are not, your hands are in your pocket. Your hands are saying, I know you. I command my feet to jump for joy. Feet is saying, I know why you took me yesterday. Feet says no. And you're not worried. You know, listen. If a master sends a servant, we're going somewhere, I'll still preach. After all, we can just get done and go home, right? Listen, if the master sends a servant and the servant doesn't obey, wouldn't he be bothered? If you are a master and you send your servant for an errand and the servant does not obey, wouldn't you be very concerned? Yeah. So if your spirit, because your spirit is the seat of God in your heart, if you're commanding your feet, because our members now are servants of righteousness. Is that right? So can you imagine you are speaking to your feet to jump for joy, and your feet cannot obey your own voice. You should be very worried. So to have that self-governed life that is led of the Spirit, don't leave it to chance. You got to bring everything in his presence and to his presence. Amen. Oh yes. Bring your will, bring your intellect, bring your emotions, bring your body, bring your feelings, bring your thoughts, everything that is within you, bring it before God. You'll be amazed at how God can fix you when you wholly and fully appear in his presence. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed, because you'll be amazed. He's the potter and we are the clay. You'll be amazed, because you are the people of his sheep. And he loves you. You are the apple of his eye. So every time you stand before your God and he's looking at you, he's looking at your life, looking at your destiny, and because you brought it to him, he's fixing it. Because you brought it to his presence, he's working on it. You bring your broken heart to him and he works on it. You bring your stressed, depressed mind and he renews you and he refreshes you. Why? Because he gives you the mind of Christ. You bring your fears, you bring everything, your uncertainties, you bring it, you bring your failures, you bring it. And as it appears before him, it gets transformed and changed from glory to glory. Amen. So I want you to be a believer. I want you to be a disciple that can fully and holy stand in his presence. Can I hear an amen? Can I hear an amen? Can I hear an amen? And listen, don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait. See, the enemy is going to try to convince you, oh man, I'm so broken. Oh man, I'm such a sinner. I'm such a bad guy. I'm such a bad person. I don't do things right. I keep failing. Yeah. You do that, but bring it to him. He doesn't judge. Amen. But he is faithful and he is just to forgive, refresh, renew, reset, and recommission you again. But the enemy wants you to hide that which he wants you to think is not appropriate before God. So there's a story in the Bible about a man who had a withered hand. Again, I don't know why it is. I only know what it says. If you get interest from it, you can Google it. Amen. There was a man who had a withered hand. And where is it? Somewhere in the Bible, right? Yeah, I know it. And he comes to Jesus, and Jesus said, now watch this. Jesus said, stretch forth your hand. Amen. He didn't tell him which one. He didn't tell him, stretch forth the withered one, or the broken one, the imperfect one. No. He said, stretch forth your hand. But because the man knew he is standing in the presence of the unchanging changer, he did not stretch the good one like we do. Because on Sundays, we stretch forth our good hands. Amen. Now think about it. Every time you report to work with the good face. But the one that had agony last night, you put some makeup on it. You go for fellowship with the good part of the heart. But the broken one, the one that was crying last night, the one that was desperate last night, you hold it back. But the man with the withered hand, he knew, I'm standing in his presence. I will stretch forth. Other folks may see it, but right now, it's not about them. It's about what Jesus can do. Because I know he fixes withered hands. So he stretched forth the withered hand. That is the hand that needed his presence.